Are you suffering from Zoom gloom? I know I am, and so many of you are telling me how tough it is to work from home. Well, the good news, we can do something to make working from home a little bit healthier and happier, and I'm here to show you how. Tip number 1, blocking that blue light. We are getting overexposed to blue light. And the reason is because we're on our phones, on our mobile devices, on our computers all day long. And when we get too much of that blue light, there's an increase in inflammation. Believe it or not, that blue light comes at us, it actually has radiation. And we've got the studies and the images to show when that radiation's hitting us, it triggers inflammation. Tip number 2, watching your posture. I'm so guilty of this, it's ridiculous. But all of us start to do this, right, as we're working, and even if we're on the phone, we're kind of doing this. Well, that drains our energy. It cuts off blood supply to so many key areas of our body, our shoulders, our neck, our brain. We need the energy. So what we want to do instead is lift that spine up, tuck that core in, keep our feet flat on the ground so that we've got good mobility through the entire area to get the blood and the tissues all really with lots of oxygen to help us think effectively. Tip number 3, using a shoulder strap. It's like a harness and you can buckle it and actually put it on, wear it over your clothes, under your clothes, and it forces these shoulders back and helps you to maintain a good posture. Now, sometimes remember, if you're going to use the shoulder strap and you're there Googling right now to get one, you have to work your way into it. So start with an hour a day, then go to 2 hours a day because your muscles can get really tight and sore if you wear it for too long too quickly. One really quick funny story is I actually used one of the electronic devices that remind you to sit up straight, and I walked into work and it buzzed like every 5 seconds because I kept collapsing. So again, we're doing this and we don't even realize we're doing it. So your posture matters. Sit up straight, feet flat on the ground, use that shoulder strap to help you as you navigate the workday. Tip number 4, using your timer to remind you to get up. I've got my phone as a timer. You can use any timing device, but you want to set it to go off every hour. And let me tell you why. We want to get up, walk around, get outside, remember to drink water. So use your timer to remind you, and when you're doing your schedule, put those breaks in. They only need to be about 5 to 10 minutes a day, but they make a tremendous difference in how you feel all throughout the day and at the end of the day. And I bet they're going to increase your productivity as well. What happens with Zoom for some reason and with all the working from home and staring at the computers, we get lost and we're like, one more email, I can do one more thing, right? I know you've done that, I've done it too. And when this thing goes off, it's time to get up, it's time to walk around, because here's what we want to do. We want to balance our green time with our screen time. That means the amount of time you're on the computer or any device should not be greater than the amount of fresh air or green grass or kind of just getting outside that you're having. And that's when we get sick, quite honestly, is when that ratio goes in the wrong direction. Tip number 5, hydrating. Drink your water. This whole setup of working from home and sitting and staring at the computer, we forget to drink. Again, something I'm guilty of that I am constantly trying to change. Your timer can be a reminder not just to get up, but also to drink water. And staying hydrated will prevent you from getting those crazy headaches, muscle stiffness, soreness, and keep your energy sustained throughout the day. Did you know that so much of our desire to snack or eat throughout the workday or to overeat at the end of the workday is tied to just being dehydrated? So I think it's important to remember to hydrate as the day progresses, because then when you get to that stopping point, and there is a stopping point, you will feel more energized and have a lot less fatigue and anxiety and irritability, which is what we're seeing when people are working from home more. Tip number 6, ambient noise. Now, some of us have issues because when we're sitting in a room and we're looking around and working from home, it's not exactly fun, right? We don't get to talk to our coworker necessarily, crack a joke, go over to the water fountain and chit chat for a little bit, so it can kind of be boring. Well, one way to sort of, again, keep your energy lifted, to keep you enjoying the experience, is to kind of create your own workplace zen. And that includes ambient noise, using music, maybe program I have a Wonder Bin here, but you can program your speaker to play some of your favorite songs to keep you motivated. Or there's actually music which has a different frequency to help keep you focused. So that's another thing you could do too, is use ambient noise to help keep you energized, to relax you, or to simply keep you focused. Tip number 7, keeping your computer elevated. If you are looking down with your neck tilted down, curved down, then if you're doing that for 8 to 10 hours a day, again, you're cutting off circulation, You're cutting off blood supply, again, to your neck and to your head, which is what you need to be able to think, and you just don't feel good. And it heightens anxiety. It heightens that sense of just being super irritable as the day goes on. So instead, let's lift our necks up, lift our chin up. We want to make sure the computer is at a place where we're having to look up. I would even honestly raise it even higher than where I've got it positioned right now. I'd probably put it right here so that my eyes are slightly above the camera, my chin is having to come up rather than to come down. And these are so easy to get. You can get these at any drugstore or anywhere and set them up in your home to keep your computer elevated. You can even put a couple of heavy books underneath. But anyhow, your angle here really matters in terms of keeping you uplifted and keeping your energy sustained. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I post new videos on your health and wellness every Thursday.